Hello, good morning. Um, this is Sadiq Salisu. Preparing this particular tutorial for physical planning officers in our NMDs in Ghana. You can log into my YouTube channel to follow these tutorials in GIS. Basically, what we're coming to look at is digitizing features in Google Earth and how to use them in other GIS softwares. As a planning officer or as a technical officer, you might have challenges because you don't have a base whereby you will be working with in terms of designing your plans and even checking to see whether the plans conform to what is on ground. This is an easy way of doing so. But these tutorials will come in so many episodes from beginning to the ending. But we are carrying out the first episode to be able to digitize features on Google Earth and understand how Google Earth works very well with other softwares. For you to be able to follow this tutorial, you must have installed Google Earth on your machine, TurboFusion, basically, and have a Garmin GPX file, the one that you have picked from the ground, and also understand different file formats, because this is what you need to be able to follow this tutorial. To start with, I'm going to launch my Google Earth. You must have a Google Earth Pro installed on your PC, and as you can see, this represents my Google Earth Pro, and I'm going to launch it so that we kickstart our tutorial. And you must be connected to the internet before you be able to open your Google Earth to be able to see physically all the features that you need to see as the base. So as you can see, my Google Earth is launched. I want to look at the file layer or file panel. Let me see. Make sure that there is nothing inside to be able to follow this particular tutorial. So as you can see on the layer panel, there is basically nothing that I have on my Google Earth. As we know, Google Earth has a lot of features for that matter, and we have you can change it to different form of projections, but for our purposes we are going to maintain a UTM projection, and you can easily do that changes by going to tools, going to options. When you go to options, you now go back to universal transverse marketer. You just select that one, and that will, and then you apply. That will change your distance to UTM. So that is what we have. As I said, you need another software called TurboFusion. TurboFusion is an open source software which is also online. You can go there and download it, and it is very, very effective for what we do in our offices, because it is a lot, as you will see going forward in our further tutorials. So I've also launched my TurboFusion. I already have my GPX file that was picked, and I've saved that in tutorial 1. When you open that, you see a lot of GPS files. These are the files that I'm going to use for this tutorial. So you could also have any GPX files that are picked from the field, and that would help you to also follow these tutorials. So first of all, I'm going to open my GPX file in TurboFusion. And TurboFusion is one software that accepts different file formats. And for that matter, it helps a lot in converting one file format. It can be from GPX to shapefile, GPX to KML. All of these are something that TurboFusion can help you do, and it can also help you put your plan on the surface of the Garmin GPX so that you can monitor and see on ground how your plan implementation has been, and whether it is successful or not successful. So TurboFusion is a very important software when you follow my tutorials, you come to know a lot of things that Turbo Fusion does. But for these purposes, we are only going to pick a GPX file here, and this one we are only going to pick any file here that will help us. You see that file was picked pless here. I'm just going to open that file in here, and you could see the way the file is, and you can add another one if you so want, so that you will see if these are some of the files that were picked. So I have two files here that were picked around the same area. So at this point in time, I want to pull this file on Google Earth. But before I can do that, Google Earth doesn't accept GPX files directly. You have to convert it to KML file before you'll be able to, convert it before you open to be able to open this file on Google Earth. So as you can see, I've selected the first file, and I'm now going to go to file, save selected file as. Then now a pop-up will show save selected as. Then it will go back to my tutorial file. Then I'm just going to change this one to the file type to Google Earth file type. Then I'll save it. The same thing, I'm going to select the second one, follow the same procedure, then save selected as. Then I'll change it to again KML file, then I'll save it. So now I have two KML files that I've already saved through the support of Turbo Fusion. I'm going to close this window and now relaunch my Google Earth software. I'm going to open those files I've just saved, so you could see I'm going to navigate. It's on my desktop, tutorial 1, so you can see the pillars that I have saved already. Then I'm going to open it. These pillars that you see, I went to the field, picked these pillars. They were pillars that were fixed on ground by surveyors or by the planning department, and for that matter, to be able to check it very well to see where it is positioned on ground, and what maybe there is no design for this area. Maybe it's not that you want to carry out such a design, you want to see the existing features. There are areas, there are houses around, but the pillars you can't see them. When you go to the field, you can now pick the pillars and come and superimpose it and see how it relates in those areas, so that you can now digitize them and be able to carry out your design in any other software that you have at your disposal. So you could see that I have a file that I have picked. But before I can pick any feature here, I must create a folder by going to the add button. Then create a folder by clicking on folder. Then I will name the folder, let's say base 1, because I'm trying to create a base feature from Google Earth. Good. So immediately I do that, now you can see that the folder has been added to the left panel, and that is where I'm going to digitize all my features to be. As you can see, the track, the GPS file that I've picked is also shown here when you look at it. And if I uncheck it, it's going off, and if I click it again, it is coming back. So that is how it is shown here. But now, as it stands now, I want to also digitize it by using a Google Earth polygon feature, so that it will now be saved separately from the file I just imported. That will be separated from the file I just imported. So I will click the base file folder I created and go and pick a polygon feature here by adding polygon. And then in doing the polygon addition, you can go this way, the way you want it, and digitize the way the feature you import is. Then you can decide to name it the way you want, but if you have a lot of features to digitize, you might not be able to be naming each of them. But in case you want to also create a database of features that you know where they exist in spaces, you can easily carry out by naming them one after the other. When you finish and you import it, it will come with all the names that you have. And you can also change the style color, and by going to style color here, change the width, change the color to maybe something that is more visible. In this case, I choose red, and you see that it has a failing. And in this scenario, we don't want the filling of the polygon. We want it to only show as the outline. So I'm selecting an outline so that you can see the features within the parcel that you have digitized. So that is what I have just done. Okay, and now you can see that your file that you just digitized has been added to this one in that folder, and you have a separate file again here. That is the one you imported. You can uncheck it and see that it's no more in existence there. If you click it back, it will come back. But now I want to remove it because I may have other features that I want to upload. If you upload two of them at the same time, you will see one at one point in time. So by digitizing this one and calling the next one, it means that you will see all the two together, because now you digitize this with a Google Earth polygon feature. So I'm just going to remove this one, and then I'll be okay. Then I already have what I've digitized. In digitizing, you make sure always you select the where you want the file to be saved. If I go and select the temporary and digitize any feature here, it will be saved in temporary places. But in this case, I'm just going to select the base because I want it to be saved in the base. That is why I'm doing that. So I'm going back to open the other file that I have saved. Remember, we saved two pillars, so that is why we are not doing the second one. So you call it, and it's going to be around the same area, and you can see that it has now come. So that is also an existing pillar that is on count. So you can also digitize it by selecting base. Make sure that the folder it lies or is going to fall in within the base um, folder that you created. So by selecting folder, add a polygon again. Now because you've already changed the style color, it's going to maintain the same color. Then you go in that manner. Very well. So this is what is happening on ground. So now second, I've gotten my second feature. Very well. In this particular tutorial, we are going to digitize this whole area. Then we try to design it to suit in our subsequent tutorial. We'll try to design the area and see how this people can follow and understand what we do. Like I did the first time, I'm still going to remove this one. Then, um, so you could see that I have two pillars that I have got here. Okay, now talking stop, work begins. I'm going to do the digitization as quickly as possible so that you will see how the whole process is going to be like. Thank you. Just follow and you will understand what I'm doing. As you can see, change the style color, then it's a line feature. I'm digitizing. I'm going to digitize the road because it's going to also help me in designing. Then I'll just go okay. For the road I can go straight, then I'll have 1 point, then it's okay. You can see that as I'm digitizing, I'm not digitizing any part of it except where I want the feature to be. If you click the line here, you see that it has gone anywhere you are clicking, and you can do that by clicking. You can remove this mistake you have done by clicking on delete or right clicking on the on your mouse. That will also delete it. Thank you. So that is it. I've digitized my road. I have something here you can see very well. It looks like a fence. So now let's see what will happen. I'll also go and take that line and make sure that I digitize the fence as I'm seeing it. This one you might have visited the ground, and for this one I have visited the ground and I know what is there. So I've seen that that's a fence. So I just want to see that, and this one too looks like another fence. I've been on ground, so I know what is happening. So that is how come. So in doing yours too, you must make sure that you have visited your ground to know where you pick your GPX file from. So when you are coming to follow the tutorial, it wouldn't be anything difficult for you. So you can see this is the area we are going to work with. Good. This looks like a garden. In fact, that's a garden when you go on ground. And take note of where all these things are carried out. Good. I'm going to digitize features that may be necessary for my design subsequently. Good. this my tutorial is also going to use um, basically open source softwares that are available to everybody, so that you can follow the tutorial very well. As a planner, you could see that I have certain features along the route. These are all temporary structures, so for that matter, it will not be considered in whatever I am doing, because these ones are regarded as temporary structures. So they are all on the route reservation. When you come to the design section, you will understand what I mean by that. Good. So we try as much as possible to digitize the features so that you will not be found wanting when carrying out your design. All the houses are there, and you can see that that is what we are doing. Trying to, these ones too are known to be temporal structures that are there. All these structures, see them here, they are all temporal structures that are lined up. It's a compound house in our area. Okay. Okay. You can follow me in the same manner by also digitizing all the features you are seeing on your Google Earth when you open it. So basically, this is where I intend to. As I'm seeing, I'm having a conceptual way I want to do my design. So I'm trying to try as much as possible to put certain things in order right from the onset, so that I will not be found wanting. So you can see that I've kept a line here. What I'm trying to do is that I'm just going to buffer this row area with rows to now carry out a simple design, so that people can understand the design, because I'm not going. So you could see that the area that I've covered, I've almost digitized all the existing features that I needed. Okay, so it's not this one, and you could see that all the files I'm digitizing, they are all lined up here under the base folder. As I speak, I've not saved that folder, so if anything happens to your computer, close off again, unless, so you must make sure that you save those things immediately you created the folder. But in this one, it's like I've not yet saved it. I'm in a bit hurry, so that you can make time. And you could see that there's an existing road here. Let me try and pick it and see whether it can help me in design, so that I will still not be found wanting. Okay, this is an existing road that is passing. It clearly says, even when you visit the ground, notice how it is linking it very well. Okay, so I've finished my digitizing for that matter. I want to save that base folder. Back to my, go to file, go to save, select save place as, then you click OK. You could see that we have this type, file type as KMZ, but this time around I'm going to change it to KML. And again, I'm going to save it on my desktop, tutorial 1, so that it will be called save it will be called base 1 KML. Then I'll save it. Very well. Now I have saved my file. In this KML file, so I've indicated that now you can reopen it back in the TurboFusion without any challenge. So I'm going back to my TurboFusion and relaunch the base. You can see that I have it here again as base, and I open it, it has come to fall around that same area perfectly. I hope that this tutorial has been very useful to you. Okay, so now in our next episode, we are going to use this particular tutorial, this particular file in other softwares, so you could also trace and see how we are going to turn this in a new design. Thank you for following this particular